we go 47. Then we're going to 53. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Then we're going to 53. Switch it, hey. Stay at home.
He pitches it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Move. 3 down. That's it.
Prescott from the gun. He may try and run for this. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Darius Geis, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Geis with a carry on 2nd down, finding room at the 30. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On 1st down, Love. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, okay. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd down, here's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Momentum, bro. Still early. I ain't too much worried about his offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I ain't too much worried about his offense, so we're just going to take them points and build a little bit of momentum. Next time I get the rock, I got reservations for shit. Fuck it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 47. 26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott to throw it. That one completes. Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check three, check three, check three. Show it up, show it up. We're going to 54. Why?
Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kill. 47. We're going to 53. 47. 26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Yeah, I shouldn't even play that defense.
We're going to 54. Why?
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Especially if you don't. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Pick right there.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Thought it was.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Good.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 47.
Yeah, field mount.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Well, he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Marr able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Yo.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the rest.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, Love. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Oh, are they?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
I got fit. I got it.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, I just keep them running.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Oh, you're putting it mildly because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it, hey.
Here's Prescott. And he'll find Hall. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Redskins 34-yard.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I played the pass too much on bro. He ran for like 150 on me. I ain't doing that shit no more. Oh, look, to be exact, right? Motherfucker.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Let's go back. Yes, sir.
Picked off near the 29. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Intended that time for Cooper. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Giant.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. From the 27, Haskins. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Yeah, when y'all done, even one of y'all can hit the button.
Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Nah, that
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
Nah, we're going for this. I can kick it and make it a 7-point game. I don't feel like.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. How does send this one away? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Hey, down. 27. Go, get out there. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What position is it? You ain't got a position that's needed.
We're going to 54. Why is? Here we go, 47.
It's one position you ain't got.
Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Geis, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Haskins going to try to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. They'll let this go for the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going